I love defeating the odds. I wasn't supposed to be here in front of y'all right now. Nobody expecting me to be right here. They still trying to clown me right now and say I'm not ready, I'm not this, and I'm not that. But guess what? I'm here. I'm here to show y'all. That's the reason why I'm the world champion.
I'm always, pleased with how training camp has been going. I'm training for my third world title, fighting a guy named Brian Norman. But at the end of the day, it's still another fight. I've been here time and time again.
Big fights push fighters to levels of preparation they never imagined. The same holds true for Devin Haney and Brian Norman Jr., as both are fully locked into their intense training camps ahead of their clash. First of all, Brian Norman Jr.'s camp feels raw, young, and fiery, with every moment in his training filled with urgency and intent. He's obviously getting ready to shock the world. For Norman, this camp is about more than just being ready physically. It's about showcasing his top status. The underlying theme of every drill, round, and discussion is validation, or the relentless need to prove that his position at the top is not a coincidence.
Wake up, work, go home, eat, go back out, work. Go home, eat, go back out, work, eat, work. I may sleep a little bit, like 2 hours. That's about it. Everything cool. This is when I'm at my best and I'm back at the crib.
On the other side, Devin Haney's camp feels structured and composed, a reflection of a fighter who has been here before. He has defended titles, experienced the limelight, and flourished in the biggest lights. His preparation is composed, in control, and fiercely centered, reflecting that experience. Haney's goals for this camp are to maintain his domination, perfect his skills, and keep developing into one of boxing's most accomplished and disciplined champions.
I just came back from Denver, Colorado. I was there for 3 weeks, training at high elevation, pushing myself to the limit. We're back at sea level in LA for a little bit, and then we're gonna take off to Saudi Arabia. The difference between this training camp, obviously I'm moving up another weight class, stronger than I was before, better than I was before, mentally, physically.
Brian Norman Jr.'s mindset going into this fight is centered on opportunity. He understands exactly what a win over Haney represents. It's more than just another bout. It's a gateway to greatness. A victory could transform him from a promising prospect into a legitimate star. There is no room for doubt in Norman's camp. They are practicing to undermine Haney's abilities rather than to withstand them. There's no focus on what comes after, only complete commitment to the now.
Like, they keep trying to little boy me, and I see it. I see the play that y'all trying to run. It ain't gonna work. I done been here before. You feel me? So no, regardless of what y'all trying to get into, what y'all trying to say, or what y'all trying to insinuate, no, I'm gonna show y'all I'm him. I'm gonna keep defeating these odds. I'm here for me. Like, whatever happens, happens. I'm here to win regardless. But if I do touch something, he may fall.
However, for Devin Haney, the mindset is all about control. He's witnessed what happens when experienced fighters underestimate the hungry ones, and he refuses to make that mistake. His mental space is based on assurance, toughness, and accurate performance. Understanding that Norman's emotions may be both strong and predictable, Haney's camp is based on self-control under pressure and maintaining composure as the other side burns with urgency and intensity.
I want to make the best fights happen. I want to fight the best fighters in the world, all the top fighters in the world. It doesn't matter. I would love to become undisputed again at 147. I'm back, chasing belts.
Furthermore, in Norman's camp, the word is grind. There's laughter between rounds, but once the bell rings, the atmosphere shifts completely. Every member of his team is emotionally invested, united by a single purpose. There's no hierarchy, no separation, just a shared mission built on belief and hunger. That sense of togetherness fuels Brian's confidence. He's not training in isolation. He's surrounded by a team that feels this is their moment too, and they're ready to claim it together.
Another day in paradise. Just polishing and working on things. We're in a real good space right now. We're just holding steady before we really let loose. In a good spot. We're just holding steady, polishing things, working on things, and he's in what we call he's in album mode, and he's gonna put out a classic.
In contrast to Brian's camp, Devin's camp operates like a mission control center, strategic, disciplined, and impeccably organized. From the person holding mitts to the person analyzing data, each team member is aware of their responsibility. Professionalism, exactness, and a steadfast sense of routine are present. Because of the structure that helps him focus, Haney flourishes in that order. He is accompanied by a crew that shares his mindset.
I've been killing myself to make the smaller weight class. I'm just a naturally bigger guy, and I feel so much better this camp. Last camp I felt great, but this camp I feel even better. I feel stronger. I feel like, more of my natural self. And in training camp, it's been showing. I've been the strongest I've ever been, putting up the best numbers that I have ever before. So the results is showing in the gym, and my mind is clear, and I'm ready.
Most importantly, inside the training camp, Brian Norman Jr. approaches heavy bag sessions with relentless intensity. Every round is fast-paced, aggressive, and designed to build power and endurance simultaneously. He throws high-volume combos while moving dynamically, highlighting both speed and impact, using the bag to mimic opponent pressure. His primary targets are to train his body to sustain energy for prolonged spurts and to develop explosive punches. Norman's bag work is more emotive, urgent, and raw, which reflects his desire to succeed. Every session strengthens his self-assurance, sharpens his instincts, and brings him closer to the combat-ready mentality he needs to subdue Haney. On the other hand, Devin Haney's heavy bag training is precise, controlled, and strategically focused. He prioritizes timing, angles, and accuracy, working on fluid combinations that blend offense and defense seamlessly. Unlike Brian, who thrives on aggression, his sessions emphasize efficiency and consistency, ensuring each punch serves a tactical purpose. He also works on being composed when striking under distress by using the bag to mimic realistic fighting situations. Haney's meticulous approach enhances his technical mastery and mental discipline while building stamina yet maintaining accuracy. His ability to control distance and carry out battle plans flawlessly is sharpened by his heavy bag practice, which reflects the composed, methodical attitude he brings into the ring. Moreover, Haney's conditioning is methodical, combining cardiovascular endurance, core stability, and functional strength with controlled intensity. Devin prioritizes efficiency, movement, and longevity. His workouts preserve endurance without sacrificing technique, guaranteeing he can maintain peak performance throughout every round while performing exact combinations. Flexibility and balance exercises are also a part of his conditioning, which enhances his footwork and defensive abilities. Haney's method emphasizes recuperation, tactical control, and strategic energy management while combining mental and physical discipline. By the end of camp, he's trained to maintain his composure, agility, and explosiveness when necessary, which reflects the methodical, long-term strategy that characterizes his fighting style.
Beautiful. 5 more.
I got done doing some morning strength and conditioning. Every morning, I do some type of strength, some type of conditioning. That's my first workout of the day, and I feel great. I feel strong. I'm happy with the way that camp has been going so far.
Keep breathing. Beautiful.
However, in order to support his aggressive fighting style, Norman engages in high-intensity, explosive strength and conditioning exercises. He does resistance exercises, plyometrics, and sprints to increase his strength and endurance so he can sustain unrelenting pressure during lengthy, taxing rounds. Norman's conditioning prioritizes raw athleticism, speed, and endurance over refined efficiency, in contrast to Haney. Every session tests the body and the mind, strengthening both physical and mental fortitude. The goal is to develop him into a relentless force in the ring who can maintain an intense, fast-paced style that can overpower opponents and carry out his aggressive strategy from the first bell to the last round. Further delving into training camps, Brian's pads and mitt sessions are full of energy, speed, and reactive movement. He attacks combinations aggressively, working on both power and unpredictability, often simulating high-pressure situations he expects from Haney. He gains confidence in his ability to impose himself throughout the fight as a result of the session's emphasis on rhythm, timing, and powerful offensive bursts. Norman's mitt work is more visceral than Haney's, reflecting his high-energy style and emotion-driven preparation in order to make sure he enters the ring not just physically, but also mentally prepared to take charge and dominate early in the fight. Every session is an opportunity to push boundaries, hone counters, and improve battle instincts. While Haney's pads and mitt rounds are deliberate, technical, and precise, focusing on controlled execution rather than pure aggression, he develops muscle memory and refines tactical skills by practicing combinations with deliberate spacing, deft counters, and defensive maneuvers. His sessions are more analytical and serene than Norman's, which matches his rigorous approach. He improves his timing and decision-making with every mitt round, which simulates competitive situations. These exercises boost his capacity to remain composed under duress, remain productive, and take advantage of opportunities without taking needless risks. Haney has the capacity to outthink and outfight his opponent because of his mitt training, which guarantees that he enters the fight with confidence in both his offensive and defensive abilities. Along with heavy bag training, pads, and mitts practice and conditioning drills, the most important part of the both camps is sparring. So Norman's sparring sessions are aggressive, high energy, and designed to simulate fight night intensity. He pushes the pace, throws combinations relentlessly, and works on asserting dominance while testing defensive skills. In order to replicate the pandemonium he anticipates in his confrontation with Haney, sparring places an extreme priority on handling unusual situations, establishing confidence, and reacting under pressure. Norman's sparring is intense, impulsive, and passionate, which reflects his desire to create an impression. His warrior mentality is strengthened with each practice, preparing him to fight through exhaustion without losing his aggression. In the same way, Haney focuses on timing, spacing, and reading opponents in his methodical, accurate, and highly strategic sparring. Devin places a higher priority on controlled exchanges, mastering countermeasures, and saving energy while maintaining pressure than Norman, whose sessions are loud and combative. Sparring promotes maintaining cool under pressure while testing defensive patterns, cultivating footwork, and preparing for different battle scenarios. Every repetition improves endurance, technical flexibility, and mental clarity. Haney's strategy makes sure he's ready to deal with hostility in a smart way, keep discipline without going overboard, and carry out his strategy perfectly. He is more equipped to counter Norman's intensity and maximize his own accuracy in the ring thanks to the training, which emphasizes patience and tactical decision making.
When he think you down. Uh-oh. No. Look like you ready. Yeah, that's right. No.
Just jab at the end.
No.
Don't run.
No, yeah.
Tell him to come here.
He about to stop him.
Beating champ.
Oh! Feed him. Feed him, yeah. No, that leg just went numb. The leg is numb. I see him. I see it. Hit it. Any part of that mother. No. Downstairs. Downstairs. That leg.
Ooh, another body shot. I still don't keep hurting. Uh-oh.
Moving forward, Robert Garcia, in his prediction of this clash, has given Devin Haney the advantage based on his experience and the game plans he consistently shows in the ring. He noted that Devin is the kind of fighter who adapts according to his opponent. Going against Norman, Garcia believes he will avoid getting overly involved in exchanges. Instead of standing and trading shots, he will employ strategies designed to prolong the fight, testing Bryan's patience and strength throughout. By doing so, Garcia expects Haney to control the pace and ultimately secure a decision victory on November 22nd.
That's gonna be a good fight. Haney's a great boxer, man. I think he's gonna try to win by decision. And I know. I faced what's his name?
Norman.
Norman. He's strong. I heard. I was there. I heard those punches. He's strong. But I don't think Haney's gonna stand to any change. I think Haney's gonna box and try to pull off a decision.
However, Showbiz the Adult expressed his doubts about Devin participating in this altercation. He was concerned that Devin might not be as intelligent or dominant as he was in the smaller weight classes. He asserted that if Haney put on weight, he would lose some of the skills and advantages that had previously set him apart. He added, though, that Brian Norman Jr. is unpredictable and could surprise everyone by showing up in the best shape of his life. As a result, he believes that the boxer who appears stronger and better prepared has the best chance of winning on fight night.
I'm not sure if Devin is as good as I think he is. That's a scary thing, because Brian is either not as good as his hype is right now, or he's better than what we think he is. I don't know. And I'm the first one to tell you guys how much I don't damn know. But what we do in the war room is do critical thinking. A lot of people call that flip-flopping. They only want you to have one mind. But that's not what I do. I'm trying to think of all things.
Like Garcia and Johnson, Chris Algieri was also equally certain that Haney would win this bout with ease in his forecast. When it comes to competing in the ring, he added, Haney is such a craftsman, consistently giving his best effort with incredible discipline and expertise. We are therefore optimistic that he will be just as sharp and powerful in this fight. Algieri is concerned that despite Bryan's prowess as a fighter, he won't be able to defeat Haney when they eventually face off. He believes that Devin has every major advantage.
At welterweight, but Devin Haney, man, I think people really are forgetting how good of a tactician he is and how smart he is in the ring. He's got a fantastic jab. He's long. He's defensively very sound, obviously. He's getting a lot of heat because of the Ramirez fight, and then prior to that with the Ryan Garcia fight. But listen, he's still a tactician, and I think that's why Team Haney is moving in this direction and making this fight.
Considering all the things, this fight is highly important to Brian Norman Jr. At least not yet. It has nothing to do with fame or fortune. It has to do with respect. In an effort to establish himself as a real threat rather than just another name on someone's record, he is pursuing legitimacy. It's evident in the way he trains. No entitlements, no quick cuts, just persistent work. Each session becomes a step towards validation, and each round becomes a declaration. Every day is like fight night for Norman. It's urgent, meaningful, and intimate.
But no matter who I fought in the past, anything like that, I'm here to prove that, okay, y'all say I haven't fought anybody in the past, anything of that nature, but look at this. The great Devin Haney, the Dream, and Debo Haney, and things of that nature. Well, you bad, you feel me? So, after I beat this one, what can y'all say then? Who y'all gonna throw at me next? Because I'm finna walk through this one.
You don't believe that?
I don't believe that, but I'm gonna show you that. I'm gonna show you that.
For Devin Haney, maintaining his calmness is crucial in this battle. The question of whether they can remain hungry after eating eventually confronts every champion. Haney's camp is set up to respond to it with a hearty yes, because that's how great fighters think. He sees Norman as a real threat rather than an underdog. Haney is aware that everything he has created could be destroyed by a single error, careless move, or overlooked detail. Therefore, he is concentrating on improving his instruments to surgical accuracy.
I think that you know, like I said, I'm levels above him. I think that he's a good fighter. He's done what he's supposed to do against those guys. Top Rank has done a great job of matching him, you know, against the right guys. But you know, now he's fighting a real fighter, you know, a guy who's been at the top for a long time, and I will show him that I'm just levels above him.
In the end, now it's your turn to weigh in. What are your thoughts on this exciting matchup? Who are you rooting for? Brian Norman Jr. or Devin Haney? Share your predictions and the reasons behind them in the comment section below. We want to hear your opinions on how this fight will unfold, which strategies might work, and who has the edge. Don't forget to like and subscribe. Your support means the world to us. It's the main motivation that drives us to bring you the latest updates and insights from the boxing world. Stay tuned for more.